The impact of Buchanan's brigade on the battle is that by pushing forward an aggressive skirmish line in the center of the line, Robert E. Lee had to focus attention on this position when he had bigger problems to deal with north and south of that. A most interesting member of Buchanan's brigade is Captain Hiram Dreyer. Captain Dreyer was the commander of the 4th United States Infantry at the Battle of Antietam. He started his military career in 1846 as an enlisted man in the Mexican War. He was wounded there. He got a battlefield commission as a lieutenant and moved up through the ranks. And by the beginning of the Civil War, he was a captain. His contemporaries called him one of the coolest men under fire that they ever knew. Dreyer led the attack against the center of Lee's line and advanced his skirmishers to the town of Sharpsburg. He was only 400 yards from the Lutheran church at the very center of the line. Dreyer won several brevet promotions for gallantry during the Civil War. At the end of the Civil War, like all professional military officers, he returned to the 4th United States Infantry and died on active duty in 1867. One of the things that I learned about Buchanan's brigade is that much of the history that involves that brigade is not correct. The history says that General McClellan or General Porter ordered the units of Buchanan's brigade back from the front lines because he was supposedly the last reserve of the Army of the Potomac. In reality, it was actually a decision by the division commander because from his position on the field, he could see a lot more Confederates behind Dreyer's unit than what Dreyer could see from the front lines. What makes this brigade unique in the battle is the fact that these are regular Army soldiers. These are professional soldiers. The vast majority of the Army of the Potomac is volunteers, and many of those regiments and brigades got their stories told after the war by veterans who sat down and took the time to write the stories. Everybody's heard of the Irish Brigade. Everybody's heard of the Iron Brigade. Everybody's heard of the Stonewall Brigade. But who's heard of the Buchanan's Brigade? The regulars were back on duty, and virtually none of them wrote the history of their regiments or their brigades in the Civil War. And that really makes them unique, and I'm happy in this particular essay to tell the story of one of these regular brigades at the Battle of Antietam.